Breaking news, you're looking at video of one of the last times Oscar winner details this hour about the circumstances surrounding his death.
At 62, Gene Hackman's daughter is finally breaking her silence, just days after the legendary actor's passing. For years, the Hackman family has kept their personal life largely out of the spotlight, but now, in the wake of her father's death, she's stepping forward to confirm the rumors that have been circulating. What really happened behind closed doors? Join us as we explore her emotional revelation and uncover the truth behind the life and legacy of one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. On February 26, 2025, a somber discovery was made at the Santa Fe, New Mexico, home of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa. The couple, along with one of their 3 beloved dogs, were found deceased in their residence. Hackman, at the age of 95, had lived a long and distinguished life. The tragic discovery was made by a maintenance worker who, upon arriving at the home, was shocked to find the bodies and immediately contacted emergency services. Deputies from the Santa Fe Sheriff's Office soon arrived at the scene. The worker reported that they had last been in communication with a couple about 2 weeks before the grim discovery, raising questions about how long they had been deceased. Upon their arrival, the deputies found Hackman's body in the mudroom of the house, in an advanced state of decomposition. Arakawa's body was discovered in a similar condition in a bathroom. Nearby, prescription medications were scattered around, including those for high blood pressure and thyroid conditions, adding a layer of complexity to the situation. Among the tragedy was the sad fate of one of their dogs, a German Shepherd, who was found lifeless in a closet near Arakawa. However, their 2 other dogs were discovered alive on the property, adding some hope amidst the tragedy. The sheriff's deputies on the scene noted that Hackman appeared to have suddenly fallen, with similar signs suggesting that Arakawa may have met a similar fate. It was noted that both may have passed several days before being discovered, potentially up to 2 weeks prior. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department quickly addressed the situation, stating on February 27 that no clear signs of foul play were found. However, the exact cause and time of death remained unclear at that time. Fire department officials inspected the property, but found no evidence of a carbon monoxide leak, ruling that out as a potential cause. The sheriff's office launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the deaths, leaving many questions still to be answered. Initial autopsy reports did not reveal any signs of external trauma to either Hackman or Arakawa, but it was clear by the time their bodies were discovered that natural mummification had already begun to take place. Further testing and investigation revealed no evidence of carbon monoxide poisoning, and on February 28th, it was confirmed that both individuals tested negative for it. An intriguing detail came from the data retrieved from Hackman's pacemaker, which suggested that the actor likely passed away on February 17th, nearly 2 weeks before his body was found. This revelation left investigators with more questions, as they pieced together the details of this mysterious and tragic event. What does his daughter have to say about the cause of his mysterious death? Let's find out. Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's sudden passing. Family suspects carbon monoxide poisoning. https://www.aol.com/gene-hackmans-daughter-reveals-she-165736751.html. Elizabeth Gene Hackman, the middle child of iconic actor Gene Hackman, and his former wife, Faye Maltese, has broken the silence surrounding the tragic deaths of her father and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. The couple was found dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico, home on Wednesday, February 26th, sparking both grief and speculation within the family. Elizabeth, 62, shared her family's suspicions about what might have led to their untimely deaths during an exclusive interview with TMZ. Although the official investigation is still ongoing to determine the cause of death, Elizabeth and her siblings believe that carbon monoxide poisoning may be responsible. The police had responded to a welfare check requested by the couple's neighbors, only to discover that Gene Hackman, 95, Arakawa, and one of their 3 dogs had all passed away at least a day earlier. The neighbors' decision to call for a welfare check remains unclear, and it's not known what prompted the concern that led to the request. As of now, there are no signs of foul play, according to law enforcement. Sheriff Adam Mendoza, while confirming that there is no immediate evidence of a crime, has not completely ruled anything out as the investigation continues. Elizabeth refrained from providing specific details about her father's health, though it is known that in his last public appearance nearly a year ago, Gene Hackman was seen using a cane for mobility. In addition to Elizabeth, Gene Hackman is survived by his eldest son, Christopher, and his younger daughter, Leslie. He and Betsy Arakawa did not have any children together. As the family is still processing their loss and handling the necessary arrangements, plans for a memorial service have yet to be finalized. In a heartfelt statement to Parade, Elizabeth, Leslie, and granddaughter Annie paid tribute to their beloved father and grandfather, saying, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our father, Gene Hackman, and his wife, Betsy. He was loved and admired by millions around the world for his brilliant acting career, but to us, he was always just Dad and Grandpa. We will miss him sorely and are devastated by the loss." Their words reflect the deep personal sorrow felt by the family, despite Gene's widespread fame and enduring legacy in Hollywood. As the family navigates this painful time, the investigation into the cause of their deaths continues. The Hackman family is holding on to hope for clarity while they prepare for the necessary steps to honor their loved ones. With Gene Hackman's legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest actors, his loss is not only felt deeply by his family, but also by the countless fans around the world who admired him throughout his illustrious career. The uncertainty surrounding his passing adds to the family's grief, but their focus remains on supporting each other and finding peace during this difficult time. Elizabeth, one of the daughters of the late icon, is a woman who lives a private life beyond the spotlight. Elizabeth Jean Hackman, born in August 1962, is the daughter of the legendary actor Gene Hackman and his first wife, Faye Maltese. According to the New York Post, Elizabeth is the middle child in a family of three, with an older brother, Christopher Allen, and a younger sister, Leslie. Gene Hackman and Faye Maltese's marriage was an important chapter in both their lives, although it ended in divorce years before Faye's passing in 2017, as reported by The Independent. Despite her father's fame, Elizabeth has maintained a remarkably private life, avoiding the public eye. However, like many children of celebrities, she did make occasional appearances alongside her father at various events during her younger years. One such occasion was the 1978 screening of the iconic film Superman, where Elizabeth was seen with her father as he starred in the beloved role of Lex Luthor. Another notable appearance was at the 1996 premiere of The Chamber, a film in which Gene Hackman featured. These glimpses into her life were rare, and since then, Elizabeth has stayed out of the limelight. Elizabeth's personal life remains largely unknown to the public, much like her siblings. All three of Gene Hackman's children, including Elizabeth, have chosen to lead low-profile lives, far from the glare of media attention. They prefer to keep their private affairs away from the public eye, making few, if any, public statements or appearances. This decision has contributed to the mystery surrounding them, with limited information available about their relationships, personal endeavors, or activities. It's unclear whether Elizabeth, her brother Christopher, or her sister Leslie are married or whether they engage in social media platforms like many people in today's digital age. Gene Hackman, known for his iconic roles in films such as The French Connection and Unforgiven, has also managed to maintain his privacy despite his global fame. After his marriage to Faye Maltese ended, he found love again with his second wife, Betsy Arakawa. The couple tied the knot in 1991 and has been together for over 30 years, living a quiet life away from the hustle of Hollywood. Hackman, who died in his 90s, had long retired from acting, choosing to spend his time with Arakawa and live a peaceful private life. In a world where celebrity offspring often seek attention in the public eye, the Hackman children, including Elizabeth, have chosen to take a different path, one that values privacy and discretion over fame. Their decision to stay out of the spotlight speaks to their desire for a life free from media intrusion, much like their father's own choice to retreat from the limelight after his illustrious career. Though Gene Hackman's career may have earned him a place in Hollywood history, his children, including Elizabeth, have made their mark in their own quiet, unassuming way, living proof that not everyone is destined for fame, no matter their parents' legacy. Gene Hackman's journey to Hollywood stardom was anything but conventional. In 1956, he took a leap of faith and began pursuing acting, enrolling at the Pasadena Playhouse in California. There, he met another aspiring actor, Dustin Hoffman. Both were seen as outsiders by their classmates and were even voted least likely to succeed. Hackman received the lowest score the school had ever given, an embarrassment that could have crushed anyone's dreams. But instead of quitting, he used it as fuel to prove everyone wrong. Determined, Hackman packed his bags and moved to New York City, where he struggled to make ends meet while chasing his dreams. He formed close bonds with fellow actors Dustin Hoffman and Robert Duvall, with whom he shared small apartments as they all worked to break into the industry. His breakthrough finally came in 1970 with I Never Sang for My Father, which earned him an Academy Award nomination. But it was The French Connection, in 1971 that changed his life forever. Playing tough New York detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle, Hackman won the Academy Award for Best Actor, cementing his place among Hollywood's finest. From then on, Hackman was unstoppable. In the early 70s, he starred in hit films like The Poseidon Adventure, Scarecrow, which won the prestigious Palme d'Or at Cannes, and Francis Ford Coppola's The Conversation. He even showcased his comedic talent in Young Frankenstein in 1974, proving he wasn't just an intense dramatic actor but had a flair for humor as well. By the mid-80s, he had become one of Hollywood's busiest actors, starring in films like Hoosiers in 1986, which remains one of the greatest sports movies ever made. Hackman's career didn't slow down in the 2000s. He worked with some of the biggest stars of the time, Morgan Freeman in Under Suspicion, Keanu Reeves in The Replacements, and Owen Wilson in Behind Enemy Lines. But one of his most celebrated performances came in The Royal Tenenbaums in 2001, where he played the eccentric patriarch of a dysfunctional family. His performance earned him a Golden Globe for Best Actor, proving once again that he could dominate any role. By 2004, Hackman decided to step away from acting. In essence, Gene Hackman's March 2023 public appearance offered a rare and heartening glimpse into the life of a Hollywood icon who has chosen serenity over stardom. His continued engagement in everyday activities within his community serves as a testament to his grounded character and the enduring respect he holds among fans worldwide. Number 4. Refused to watch his own movies. Gene Hackman harbored a notable aversion to watching his own performances. This reluctance stemmed from a combination of personal insecurities and discomfort with observing his aging process on screen. Throughout his illustrious career, Hackman was inundated with doubts and negative comments about his talent, which perhaps influenced his harsh interpretation of his own work. This insecurity led him to avoid watching several of his films, including the critically acclaimed Unforgiven in 1992. Despite its success, Hackman steered away from viewing the movie, actively avoiding any chance of watching it. In addition to his insecurities, Hackman expressed discomfort with witnessing his own aging on screen. He admitted to hating seeing himself age and, as a result, refused to watch his later movies. This aversion was so profound that he avoided viewing his own performances, preferring to focus on his craft during production rather than relive it through screenings. Hackman's decision to abstain from watching his films did not stem from a lack of pride in his work, but rather from a desire to maintain a certain detachment. By not viewing his performances, he could preserve his focus on the creative process without being influenced by self-critique or the passage of time. This approach allowed him to continue delivering authentic and powerful performances throughout his career. In essence, Gene Hackman's refusal to watch his own movies highlights a complex interplay of personal insecurities and a deliberate choice to concentrate on the art of acting itself. His ability to deliver compelling performances without revisiting them underscores his dedication to his craft and his unique perspective on the ephemeral nature of filmmaking. Number 3. Remembered as a Hollywood legend. Gene Hackman, a towering figure in American cinema, is celebrated for his remarkable versatility and authentic portrayals that spanned over 6 decades. Born on January 30, 1930, in San Bernardino, California, Hackman's journey to stardom was unconventional. Despite early setbacks, including being voted least likely to succeed during his time at the Pasadena Playhouse, he persevered, eventually becoming one of Hollywood's most respected actors. Hackman's breakthrough role came as Buck Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde in 1967, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. This success was followed by his iconic portrayal of Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection in 1971, which secured him the Oscar for Best Actor. His ability to embody complex, flawed characters resonated with audiences and critics alike. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Hackman delivered a series of compelling performances in films such as The Conversation in 1974, Superman in 1978 as the cunning Lex Luthor, and Mississippi Burning in 1988, which garnered another Best Actor nomination. His collaboration with director Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven in 1992 earned him a second Oscar, this time for Best Supporting Actor, solidifying his status as a versatile and powerful performer. In 2004, after a prolific career, Hackman retired from acting, choosing to lead a quieter life in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with his wife Betsy Arakawa. Despite stepping away from the screen, his influence on the craft of acting remained profound. Hackman's dedication to portraying genuine, relatable characters has left an indelible mark on cinema. His passing at the age of 95 marks the end of an era, but his legacy endures through his extensive body of work. Hackman is remembered not only for his on-screen excellence, but also for his humility and commitment to his craft. As tributes pour in from peers and fans worldwide, it's evident that Gene Hackman's contributions to film will continue to inspire future generations of actors and filmmakers. Number 2. Mysterious passing at home. Gene Hackman was discovered deceased at his Santa Fe, New Mexico residence on February 26, 2025, alongside his wife, Betsy Arakawa, and one of their dogs. The couple, aged 95 and 63 respectively, were found under circumstances that authorities have described as suspicious. The discovery was made when maintenance workers, concerned after not hearing from the couple for an extended period, entered the home. Hackman's body was located in the mudroom, while Arakawa was found in a bathroom with an open prescription pill bottle and scattered pills nearby. One of their 3 German shepherds was also found deceased in a closet. Notably, an exterior door was found ajar, yet there were no signs of forced entry, and initial investigations have ruled out a gas leak as the cause. The exact circumstances surrounding their deaths remain under active investigation. The news of Hackman and Arakawa's passing has elicited an outpouring of grief and tributes from the entertainment community. Director Clint Eastwood, who worked with Hackman on Unforgiven, stated, "There is no finer actor than Gene. Intense and intuitive. Never a false note. He is also a dear friend whom I will miss greatly." Actress Gwyneth Paltrow remarked, "He was a hero to all of us who aspire to the craft of acting." Filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola added, "Gene Hackman is a great actor, inspiring and magnificent in his work and his complexity. I mourn his loss and celebrate his existence and his contribution." As investigations continue into the mysterious circumstances of their deaths, the legacy of Gene Hackman endures, reflecting a life dedicated to the art of storytelling and the embodiment of complex, compelling characters. While the world mourned the loss of a cinematic legend, questions remained. What truly happened inside the Hackman residence that fateful night? Authorities were determined to uncover the truth. Number 1. Ongoing investigation into death. Hackman's body was located in the mudroom, while Arakawa was found in a bathroom near an open prescription pill bottle with pills scattered nearby. One of their 3 German shepherds was also found deceased in a closet. An exterior door was found ajar, yet there were no signs of forced entry or blunt force trauma, and the house appeared orderly. Initial assessments did not indicate foul play. However, the unusual circumstances have led authorities to pursue further investigation. Hackman's daughter suggested the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning, but preliminary inspections revealed no evidence of a gas leak. The local gas company is collaborating with investigators to rule out this potential cause. Autopsies and toxicology reports are pending to determine the exact causes of death. Investigators are also looking into the possibility of accidental overdose, underlying medical conditions, or environmental factors that may play a role. The Santa Fe Police Department has executed a search warrant to meticulously examine the residence for additional clues. Authorities have stated that while there are no immediate signs of foul play, they cannot conclusively rule it out at this stage. Neighbors reported that the couple have been keeping a relatively low profile in recent months, which has only deepened the mystery surrounding their deaths. Surveillance footage from nearby homes is being reviewed to establish a clearer timeline of events. The investigation remains active, with detectives exploring all plausible scenarios to ascertain the events leading up to the couple's deaths. As the investigation continues, authorities are urging anyone with pertinent information to come forward. Forensic experts are conducting an in-depth analysis of the couple's personal effects, electronic devices, and recent communications to identify any potential leads. The community remains in mourning as it awaits further details regarding the tragic loss of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa. What do you think about his quiet retirement and mysterious death? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for more fascinating content, and we'll see you in the next video.